Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to another video. Welcome to more 151 reprint updates. I actually had a different video planned for today, but some things happened over the last couple of days that I couldn't ignore, and I felt like I just really needed to make this video to keep you all up to date. So what's been happening? Well, the prices have started to come down again. After I made my video last week, prices stayed at around 9,000 yen for a few days, but over the last couple of days, prices have come down and are now at around 8,000 yen per booster box on Sneaker Dunk. That's before shipping and fees, which is pretty significant. If you remember my video from, I don't know, about a month ago, my second video on this topic, I showed a sale of 7,600 yen per booster box. Now, at the time, it was a massive deal because that was a big outlier. Someone at the time got a steal. Well, now prices are down to almost that same price, and it's not just a one-off. Consistently, sales are in that price range, and there are plenty of boxes listed in that, well, at around 8,000 yen, a little bit more, a couple bucks more than 8,000 yen, which is, of course, a big deal. Now, important, that's a Sneaker Dunk. Again, it's before shipping and fees. Sneaker Dunk as a whole is probably worthy of a video because I think a lot of people don't really know much about Sneaker Dunk. I have quite a bit of experience, and I think I can give you some interesting information about Sneaker Dunk maybe in a future video. So why have the prices started to come down? Well, initially I thought, oh, well, maybe it's because of what I kind of talked about in the last video, that a lot of people kind of have enough now. Stuff is still readily available. Last week I had kind of an impromptu, spontaneous live stream where I opened some packs and we got super lucky and pulled the Mew EX SAR. That was really cool. But, the next day I went back to the Pokémon Center to, recover those packs I'd opened the live stream to have them back in my collection, so to say. And, just like before, the Pokemon Centers were full of 151, at least in Tokyo. Still readily available. Maybe prices are coming down because not enough people are still buying. That's probably part of it. But I think the bigger reason is, and this is the big news this week, is that there are now rumors of another reprint wave coming at the end of June, early July. I say rumors because we don't have an official statement from Pokemon, so this stuff is always all rumors. Here's a screenshot. It's from a Pokemon seller in the United States who mentioned that their person in Japan that they buy from, said a reprint is happening at that time of the year. Again, end of June, early July. I don't have a reason to not believe that. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a reprint. I mean, this set is so popular. To quote Dan Ketchumal Collectibles in my last video, he mentioned that, Pokemon might as well be printing money. And that's true. This set is a massive cash cow. People just keep buying it. It's crazy. So it's not surprising that there is another reprint. The question is, how big will it be? Who knows? We'll find out. But I think that's a big reason why the prices have started to come down. From what I have heard, Japan to UK, which one of the sellers that sells stuff in Japan, not in Japan, in the UK, they have been kind of dumping their inventory, had some kind of somewhat fire sales recently. And so maybe they are also anticipating a reprint. Look, nobody knows exactly what will happen. We'll see. We'll find out. What will I do? Well, if we get MSRP prices, I'll probably buy a few more. We'll see. I mentioned in I think it was either my first 151 reprint video or the second one, I mentioned that there is a number that the Pokemon can print, right? A number of booster boxes to where they come down to MSRP. I'm still somewhat, unsure about that because we have stuff like Visa Universe still selling at like 7,000-ish yen on Sneaker Dunk. And I would still be surprised if 151 goes below Visa Universe. But that number exists. If the reprint is big enough, we can get lower than Visa Universe prices for sure. So I am definitely keeping an eye on the prices, see what happens. It's very exciting to see. This set is becoming more and more available for people to collect. It's also, I think, now at a reasonable price to just open it for fun if you want to actually collect the set or whatever. I think it's fantastic. Investment-wise, who knows what happens. I mean, there were people who were saying this is the next EV Heroes, and my goodness, EV Heroes was very different. EV Heroes, to give you a bit of a context here, EV Heroes was never this available. At no point on release, all the reprints, EV Heroes was never this available. And so, I do not expect 151 to be the next EV Heroes. And if they print enough, even more now, then these boxes could stay stagnant for quite some time. At the same time, it's also one of the most fun sets to open. I think people will rip it quite casually, as long as it's cheap enough. And that will eventually dwindle the supply. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't want to speculate too much on that. But the good news is we are getting cheaper prices yet again. Now, single prices. Oh boy. Single prices are coming down much harder than the booster boxes. You'll see some SARs for very cheap on places like Mercari. Without going into too many examples, but I've seen Blastoise SAR for 2,500 yen, Alakazam for like 1,400 yen, all coming down hard. The Master Balls have lost a lot of value. There are some very low PSA 10 prices for Master Balls, recent sales. People are really kind of, dumping 151 onto the secondary market right now. And so, of course, if you want to collect this stuff, it's fantastic because it's so cheap right now. A lot of it is so cheap right now, which is really good news. Very important that I really wanted to mention this. I would still wait with like the chase cards. I would still wait to buy that Pikachu Master Ball. And I mentioned it before. The PSA 10 populations have yet to catch up. And if we now get another wave at the end of June, early July, then that price is only going to come down even more. Jumping in here real quick just to show some of the PSA 10 Master Ball prices. Here we have a sale 11 hours ago for a Flareon PSA 10, 6,800 yen. This was the raw price for the longest time before the reprint. I think at one point it might have been even more expensive than that. Some of the less popular ones, a lot of them are around 4,000 yen. Mewtwo here, this sale is 1 hour ago at 10,000 yen. We have an Ekans for below 4,000 yen, a Magneton for 4,000 yen. Here's the most recent Pikachu I found, 38,000 yen. A day ago, Sandshrew, again, below 4,000 yen. The Gengar is quite interesting. Here we have 3 days ago. 3 days ago was 29,000 yen. Then, 2 days ago, 30,000 yen. 29,000 yen 1 day ago, and then we have 24,000 yen 11 hours ago, and 25,000 yen 1 hour ago. One-off sales, not massive amounts of data here, but 5,000 yen discount within just a few days. I also wanted to have a quick look at eBay, or also this Gengar, look, 92 million cert. This is a brand new graded card. I think the Pikachu, yeah, also 92 million cert. These were just graded, very recently graded. Look at the Gengar on eBay. It still goes for 30, 36, 37,000 yen. There's even one for 47, 37. So still quite a bit more expensive. Then this one was close to the Japan price, but still a little bit higher. Pikachu 55, 43, 51, 53,000 yen. So still on average quite a bit higher on eBay. Just be patient. Just be patient. Keep an eye on the prices if you are not in Japan and you're looking at prices on like eBay or wherever you might buy from. Just wait. Just wait. All this stuff that's being opened in Japan, a lot of it will find its way over to the United States, to Europe, other Asian countries, wherever you might be in the world, and eventually those prices will catch up and come down. At least they should, in theory. I mean, that's what normally happens. So many people have lost money on buying PSA 10 Master Balls. They bought last year, and patience pays off with Pokemon usually. So yeah. Stick around. Don't lose interest in the set. I think some people might get discouraged. Oh my god, another reprint. Look, it's a great set. It's fun to collect. I think if you treat it this way, you can't really go wrong. That's all I have to say. That's the news for this week. I really wanted to talk about something else today, but it's so... I don't know. I really wanted to make this today so that people don't start buying, $100 151 booster boxes somewhere, in the United States or Europe. Just be patient. It looks like we might get even more. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you very much for that. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about another reprint, what will happen to the prices, and what are your plans? What are you going to do? Are you going to buy more? Do you already have enough? Or are you going to do some dollar cost averaging for your sealed investment? Or what are your plans? Let me know. I'd love to hear in the comments down below. Thank you so much. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.